Today I am on time, or as the cool kids like to say it, I'm on fleek. I'll throw up now, don't worry. Actually, I'm going to throw up because I'm not full of soup today, I'm full of teriyaki burger. Although the urge to throw up is different. Whoops. So some things I have to throw at some people before we can actually start it, but hey. So, good. Fuck, I forgot to set my latency down! Ah, heck. Sizzle frets, my latency is gonna be all fucked up now. And because... So, let me put my little pause right there, right, and tell you this. If you want to change something... Like, YouTube has, like, some settings you can't change after you started streaming. It's like, can I just start and restart the... No, you have to make a new stream for that. It's so fucking stupid. What are you doing, YouTube? Do you want people to use your software or not? Man, I'm thinking about that cat that's blinking, though. Where'd he go, anyway? Forgot. Oh, well, I'm still messed up, but maybe it's the right kind of messed up to not get mad at this writing instead of get mad at myself. I will say what I've said 1,000 times before, but I'll only say it on recording. I said 1,000 times before. The soundtrack in 1E is just, every time I hear it, man, full of vibes. So this is not a short chapter, and I'm honestly kind of worried that it's going to be doing more of that wheel spinning I hate so much. So I'm just going to get preemptively a little mad and waggle my little finger. I'm just gonna leave it at that and see what comes blowing our way. What even is this? It's the venue search. So, can I put my little beans on the table and put points aside? Like, one of the reasons I don't like it when people just recycle the same fucking plot beats is some of this shit was boring. Listen, as a whole, right? Snook Game, Wani, mwah, love it. Glad to be an experience richer. But, like, every story has its weak points. And if you're just gonna verbatim the bad parts, that is A, admitting you don't know what the fuck good writing is to the point you'll copy crappy homework. And B, it's like, my man, you had a chance to do literally anything else. And you decided to go with the bad shit? My man, you could have... Oh. There were opportunities for you to show us a little something. Anyway, let's get going. I'm probably going to make a lot of gag noises as my stomach fiercely resists the amount of teriyaki burger currently located on the inside of me. You're just going to have to live with that. Sorry. So I learned a valuable lesson today. Track meets are loud given that they are outside. And Oh, I see. And it hadn't even actually started yet. Why do you say even actually? Like, I get it. Maybe it's just Inko's matter speaks. Just move on. In fairness, I'd never gone to any sort of school sports event before that I could recall. But having all the different students and their family here added up to a larger population packed onto a field and bleachers than I had anticipated. I had accepted NASA's invitation to attend the event, and was more than happy to be there to support my friend. Unfortunately, I had no idea where to sit. I could technically sit anywhere. I was kind of hoping to sit with Naomi, or at least meet Nasa's parents, since they were supposed to be here too. I would like to point out that as much as I give shit, this is not in the original game, and it fits Inko, so hey, thumbs up. I'm just complaining about the fact that the venue search is a real slow burn. Man. But I don't know what his parents looked like. And I couldn't make out Naomi or Fang from visual noise of the bright technique. Why would Inko use the term Technicolor? Wouldn't he use the term like rainbow? Like, Anon uses it because he's a pretentious little asshole, right? So he knows terms like Technicolor, even though that term has not been used for... Inko would call them a rainbow or a blend of colors or something, but not fucking Technicolor. He's not Inko! This is weird fringe knowledge this man should not have. Oh man, I was here to cheer on NASA first and foremost anyway. I pushed past the few dinos that were milling and chatting around the base of the bleachers where the families... Jesus, this is a run-on sentence. My God, this is a run-on sentence. Make this a sentence, put a fucking period in, continue off from there, a hell of a lot better. I pushed past a few dinos that were still milling and chatting around the base of the bleachers. That's where the families for Volcano High's team were located. Once there, I've leaned against the fence that separated the section from the... I don't fucking care, man. As loud and chaotic as why are you calling it a section? As loud and chaotic as everything was, and the event hadn't even started yet. You already said that. You already called out how weird that is. Already, this was kind of fun. It was neat seeing so many people there to support their families. You just talked about how you're here to support Nasser. Yeah, here. Right up here. It was an unfamiliar experience for me personally. Why don't you say personally it was an unfamiliar experience? But I was like let's just talk about like the granular sentence structure, right? The important part of the sentence is that this is something that Inko. Also, since we're technically listening to your thoughts, Inko, wouldn't everything already be personally an experiences are inherently personal, right? That's a weird thing to think about now that I think about English. But I was more than glad to see it happen for others. Again, the phrasing's so askew. It's all Dutch angles in writing. And as a Dutchman, I know something about Dutch angles. Half my country is at a 45-degree slope for some reason. And we're like level. Everything's flat. Somehow it's at it. I looked out across the field, seeing the various student athletes from different schools in the main district all doing their warm-up. Oh look, it's a sentence I can actually stomach that's, you know, setting shit up. Surprisingly, I did spot a human or two in the mix. But my main focus... You know, I don't want to shit on your potatoes, but you've been mentioning the idea of, like, I think this is the third time this guy's been like, this. Well, the actual reason, like, it's insecure if you constantly have to repeat the core concept. Oh, I spotted NASA doing his warm-up. In blue and yellow colored uniform. He was a ways off, but it looked like he was doing well. Thank God you actually started with I spotted instead and then going to look, because if you had, I would have been so mad. Good. Put my bag down and pulled my camera out from it. I wasn't doing any official things, but I figured Nas and Naomi would enjoy a couple of glamour shots of him in action. Why are you just actually think about it, why wouldn't you call them like glamour shots? A couple of action shots, you know, give him some descriptors. You're a fucking photographer, Inko. You know what these things should be called. After checking my... And if you can't write that shit, don't write Inko like that. After checking my settings, I line up the shot for my position, waiting for a good one on us. That's so awkward. There's something about the English that just doesn't work for me. Like, why do I need to know? It's like, of course it's your fucking position, Inko. You don't have massive telescopic arms. And there. Although I will admit, it's being very, very contemporary. Like, can I just point out, it's really weird to use this, like, past tense combined with... I mean, to be honest, past tense makes more sense. But like, we got a lot of writing that implies that Inko is in the moment. We got good, we got oh, we got him fucking responding. Holy shit. We're using the first-person perspective. God damn. A lucky boy. Lucky me. I pressed the button and snapped the frame of not... What do you mean the frame? You mean the sight? The frame... You mean an animation frame, Inko? Stretching himself tall, his wings spread out as far as they could go. You're missing words now. Also, you gamosexual. I pulled the camera back and was What? You already snapped the picture! What do you mean you're considering the shot? Or do you mean you're thinking about... Oh, God. You are analyzing. You are opinionating about the shot. You're not considering shit! That's not what considering is! Anon got telescopic arms. Inko's got telescopic... It runs in the Moose family. One of your limbs just goes places. God damn! Consider to think carefully about something, typically before making a decision. Apparently, it can also be to look attentively at something. Well, I guess that's a definition I didn't know, and now I do. It's still a bit atypical, but I'm gonna waggle the finger back at me this time. Contemplate's a good one, though. I see contemplate in that context. Ugh. Actually, I have used considered like that before. Just not... my brain's not in the right register. You shades, man. Why the fuck? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Reed is the mascot. That's why he's here. Ah! I yelped as the sudden yell from my side. Well, everyone's yelling. I mean, that's just how sports goes, my man. I fumbled my camera only for a moment, before getting a grip on it and then let out a shaky breath. Thank God I didn't drop it. I looked over to see a large inflatable suit. It's inflatable? Oh my God. Please. Reed, I don't need to know. You're into pool toys. Of our T-Rex mascot awkwardly waddled over and quickly leaned against... I like how he quickly leans. How the fuck do you quickly lean in that suit, Reed? Are you a master of the fursuit? The head comically flopping over due to the momentum before reorienting. Hi? Man, it's me. Wait, that voice. Reed? Yeah, bro, how's it going? Didn't think I'd see you. I could hear Reed drawl out from inside of the suit. As I looked closer to the visibility screen, there was the open maw of King Rex. I could just about make out his pink muzzle. Why do you call it a distinct pink muzzle? Like, you already know it's him. Just say his. Use pronouns. Or you're one of those weirdos who's like, I don't want... Pronouns, no thanks. I will refer to everyone by their name exclusively. I came to cheer Nasser on. I mean, isn't that what a mascot does, too? The head flopped over to the side for a moment, pantomiming being deep in thought. I hate this fucking line at this point in my life. But admittedly, that's just because I've read something where that gets brought up so fucking much. It's not like they are deep in thought. It's always like they're... goddamn. Like, what is it with these people and just not writing shit out? Just commit to the bit, man. Don't be a coward. Don't say almost. Don't say seem. Write it hard, fast. Fucking punch my jaw out. If you ever get an editor, they're gonna tell you you're pussyfooting. You're stepping nobody's toes. There are no toes. Stop tiptoeing. Stomp like a dinosaur. Was that just what Reed did naturally, or was he that good at playing up the mascot game? I mean, he's probably just that good at it. Reed bothers, you know. He tries. Oh yeah, I kinda forgot he was in track. Reed chuckled. I didn't know you were the school mascot guy. So, like, I'm sorry to tell you, but I know enough that, like, one of the big rules of mascotting, right, is you're not supposed to talk. One of the big rules of mascotting is you're not supposed to talk. Okay. Sorry, Reed, but you're fired. Like, there are rules about... Oh. Goddamn. What are some of the other rules, too? Communicate only through gestures and movements. Do not speak while in costume. Stay in character. Do not take the head off or other parts while in public. And if you get in bad weather, get under a little roof. You know, your suit's not made for that. But if you want to get your fursuit fucking wet, you know, go fucking nuts, man. You're the loser that has to clean it. And pay for it, too. Thousands of dollars. For fucking what? Alright. Yeah, man. I get to wear me, man, the king. Dance around and have fun all day. Sounds like a good way to spend an afternoon, you know? My throat's still fucked up, in case you're wondering why I'm... Oh, God, we're not even that far in yet. Oh, sure, I get that. Plus, this thing is like a ton of pockets on the inside for storing stuff. You know, they're probably meant for cooling packs, you know, so you don't literally die. You're in California! That suit's killing you! I'm making my own fic, and it's gonna be nuts if dementia doesn't kick in. Oh, goddamn. That's what I want. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, I bet. For holding water and snacks, since it's not like you'll be able to get out easily. Yeah, tons of snacks up in this guy for sure. Gotta handle the munchies while I work. I personally prefer that Inko does not know what the munchies are. He's like, oh, you're just a little hungry. not its drug-induced hunky. Reed paused for a moment, scanning the crowd. Turned back to, "You not sitting with Naomi? Figured you two were still buds." I couldn't spot her in the crowd, and I couldn't see Fang or know what their parents looked like. "Nah, man, Fang ain't here." "They're not?" "Never are. Never will be. Never were." Huh. Did I just not like Draco? Oh, man. "How did you miss Naomi, bro? She's like right there." As he does, he used one of King Rex's tiny forearms to point into the seats. I crouched down a little and followed the sideline, but oh wow, sure enough, there she is. About 2/3 of the way up the stands, next to a large male terror who admittedly looks a lot like Nasser. Man, Reed, good eye. "Oh man, it's nothing. Should have seen me in a Snipes only match." Reed, Inko has no idea what you're talking about. Set up, Anno gets an emergency call from his uncle. Calls him down to DC, and he brings Fong with him. One thing leads to another, and Anna has to break him out of federal court via the Huxton Breaker. Would you trust Anna with that, though? Look, I say a lot about Anna on the Pat Pads, but... Well, I should probably get up there and see if there's a seat for me. Oh. Before I do, I'm going to take a picture of you rocking the suit. Oh, hell, man. One sec. He waddled a short distance away before striking a pose. I'm not sure how he managed to articulate the tiny forearms to be crossed like that, but our King Rex looks sufficiently smug and defiant in all his blue and yellow glory. They get their payday, dude. God, fuck, no! I lined up the shot and right as I clicked, a huge billow of smoke came rolling out the suit's mouth. Signed, shake my head. "So you got a good one?" I'm pretty sure, yeah. That's been perfect, man. You're pretty great at this." Reed said as he flopped the suit over the low fence and planted him. I was on the other side of the fence. I was completely discombobulated. I guess he was trying to give me a friendly pat. Oh my god, are you in the head for that? Reed, are you smoking the wacky tobacco while you're at work? I can't help but be concerned. I know Reed well enough at this point to know that he was a pretty cool and chill guy, and other than our backpack mix-up, never did anything like this. His habits trouble on anyone else. It was all my fault anyway. But really, in front of hundreds of people, while he's mascotting, that won't do. You know, all I'm saying is that if I ever write a mascotting section in one of my fics, you'll know immediately that it was me, because I'm going into too much fucking detail. These people are glossing. Glossed. Just enough to keep me lively, man. Don't worry. As long as I get it all clean out afterwards, Spears doesn't care. Alright, just don't get into trouble, okay? You got it, hombre! Reed confirmed, managing to give me his patented double guns with the tiny mascot forearms. Man, he was really good at that. I waved him goodbye, to which he replied with a furious flopping the suit's head back and forth, which, admittedly, did elicit a laugh out of me. It looked like first event was starting soon, so I hoofed it over and up the stairs, shimmying my way along the row. Just before I reached her, Naomi had finally noticed me. "Oh, Inko, you made it! Nasa'll be so happy that you came!" "Oh, hey, Naomi! I got her a little bit ago, but I didn't spot you originally. I tried to also look for Fang, but I guess they're not here. It's honestly, Fang is easier to spot. Those wings actually are... I always say that, like, Fang's wings are pretty big, but I forgot. Are they, like, taller than Fang, or are the wings, like, on point? Are they on fleek, as they say? Listen, I'm cool with the kids. I know what it means. I know all the... Safi, this is the Wani Gator. You fucking clown. Why did you open the... Because my brain is somewhere else. Listen, I might be stupid. But, okay, let's take a look at the basic set. Okay, so Fang's wings are, like, below. They're like, actually slightly lower. Same with the parents? Yeah, with the dad and the mom, maybe a little bit. Interestingly enough, right? Everyone has feet, but not Fang's mom. Chopped off at the ankles. Let's take one more look for Nasser. Maybe it's just a male thing, which honestly would be kind of cute. No, yeah. I think it's just a man thing. Like the men have taller wings. Which, you know, I'm all for some dimorphism in places people don't think about. How do these anonymous crimes work on dinos? Because they're yeah, how would that work? Like, human skin colors only go so far, but if you can call a man purple, it's like, man, we just trimmed it down by like 75%. And with the gender, man, we're down to like 10. We got like 10% of the population. And that's before we include any other characteristics. Oof. Naomi's smile fell. Oh, no, she doesn't really come to any of Nasipu's track meets. None? That seems... If you're gonna talk, take a seat, boy. A voice like a powerful truck rolling over a gravel road. I think you mean a Ford Ram. And sent a shiver down my spine. I turned my attention to the large Taro male who was sitting just past Naomi. I could tell that he owned a Dodge Ram because even from here I could tell that his penis was microscopic. And also he was fucking stupid enough to buy a Dodge Ram. Like, the finances on that thing don't make any sense whatsoever. I should know my parents won't shut the hell up about it. About how their current fucking whatever the hell it was is super economical and can only appreciate in value. And I keep telling them that's not how electric cars work. They only go down in price. You can never upsell them. He looked even more like Nasser up close, just taller and more solidly built. Though he had a number of scars on his face, like a scar face, a face which looked like it was permanently locked into a frown. He even had a chunk missing out of his crest. What does that have to do with his face? What is wrong with your face? Thinking about it, yeah, the few expressions we have of him, he's always kind of scowling. Wearing a business casual button-up, slacks, and suspenders. Oh my god, he gave me the impression of someone who wanted to establish a presence at all time. Even at a sporting event to cheer on his own son. Oh my god, Inko, don't fucking give this man a fashion critique. Now is not the time, please. If you gotta suck a penis, do it somewhere else. That, and his glare was enough to make me step back from him before I registered what he said. Oh, yes, sir. Took the open seat that was between me and Naomi and leaned forward. Hi, I'm Inko. I'm Nasa and Naomi's friend, I said, extending a hand past Naomi in greeting. I'm here to super ultra mega cuck my good friend Nasa. You know, he's into that stuff, and I was a little awkward about it, but you know what? Naomi's gonna pay me $50 for it, so I was okay with it. He even wants me to man the camera. I gotta say, it's like I'm moving up in the world. No! Inko, please. My boy. Oh. The towering man was sitting with his arms crossed and gave my gesture a long, scrutinizing look before separating his arms. Don't listen, my man. Don't fucking mix your vowels. Before separating his arms and reaching over. Don't fucking mix your vowels! Your verbs! And grabbed my hand. His massive hand. He's not that big. Dwarfed mine and squeezed. Actually, is it that big? His hand's actually pretty... Oh god, his hand is actually pretty big. Bigger than his face! Enough to make a few joints in my hand pop, which made me reflexively grunt. At a single, powerful jerking motion, he shook my hand once and released it. Do you have to call it a jerking motion? As I took my hand back and rubbed to ease the aching, one movement caught my eye. Are you a T-Rex? A much smaller, more petite Taro woman leaned out from behind Mr. How do you know his fucking name? He didn't introduce himself! She looked quite a bit like Fang, though the woman's scales were more blue and her hair was a bright blonde. The grass green dress she sported was simple, but it gave her a strong classic mom vibes to complement the general air. Stop commenting on her farts! Also, I was pretty sure she was looking at me. It wasn't easy to tell because her eyes were permanently squinted down. Her head still faces you, man. That fucking beak gets it. Oh, listen, man. The way their skull is structured, they cannot give you side glances. Okay? The bridge of the nose is in the way. It's in the way with humans a lot of the time, too, you know? You know, I will say, the writing has picked up a little bit, other than this motherfucker being stupid enough to mix his verbs. Also, I'm pretty sure she was looking at me again. How could she see like that? Well, maybe she has light sensitivity like you moron! But she never got glasses for it. Why wouldn't Inko even consider that? Aren't you like a... God, whatever. Hello, dear. Oh, hello, dear. Nasser mentioned you before. My name is Samantha, and this is my husband, Ripley. It's a pleasure to meet you too, ma'am. Why would you not say you too? Isn't this... Oh, how charming. I like how she titters. Because she's a fucking old mom. Mr. Aaron's eyes shifted sideways to look at me again. but only for a moment before returning his focus to the field. Oh, so did you see Nasser? Yep, got a shot of him doing warm-ups, and I think it turned out all right. Oh, did you? I pulled out the camera and turned the display back on. The first picture was of King Rex billowing like a volcano. Naomi let out a disappointed grunt. Oh, you idiot, you showed them the wrong one! Well, I could hear Mr. Aaron give an annoyed grunt. Quickly clicking over to the next picture, I tilted the screen for them to see better. As promised, it was Nasser doing his prep stretches. Naomi let out a little squeal. I looked over and even Mr. Aaron for a brief moment, and a smirk on his big foot evaporated. Fortunately for Mrs. Aaron, she couldn't see from her position on the side of the titanic mass there was a husband. Listen, just hit him with an ice cube, and he'll sink into the floor. Titanic man. So you know how they apparently, like, you know how there's like a Titanic Transformer? I had that one apparently as a kid. I lost it. Who knows where it is now? But I had it, and I didn't know it had anything to do with the fucking Titanic. I was just like, oh cool, it's a steamer. May I see, dear? I hesitated for a moment. I didn't like anyone else touching my camera, but it was a picture of a son. I grimaced a tiny bit before handing it over. Please be careful with it. Oh, he's giving me the Mr. Aaron first. We're playing telephone here. Of course. He grunted before delicately, but firmly, taking the camera. He angled it towards her wife with a little small motherly laugh. How would you know? How would you know? You have no mom. Her smile widening appreciably. After that, he handed me the camera back. I had a tiny, imperceptible sigh of relief. We're going to take more? That was the plan. I'll see if there are any good shots. If I see any good shots, I was planning on taking them. Figured Nasser would like some shots of him at work. Oh, I'm sure he would. The PA system crackled to life, cutting our conversation, and the announcer indicated that the events would be beginning momentarily, which elicited cheers from the spectators. Wasn't it official that she's ex-Air Force? She's ex-Air Force? I mean, that would probably make Ripley shrink away, yes. It's not because of the whole, like, husband-wife dynamic. It's because she both cooks his meals, kicks him out of the house, and knows how to twist his arm so hard he can't write for a week. Minimum. We watched as the athletes finished their warm-up. Most of them walked across the field, and most of them walked off fields to clear it. Apparently, Nasser will be competing in the 400 and 800 meters dash. Meters? You live in America, my man. Those are yard dashes. Or feet sprints. Naomi was more than happy to gush about the details, and I split my attention between listening to her and watching. You can do both. Why can't you do both? Hold up. Someone is being a jerk. I gotta teach. How many times have we gotta teach you this lesson, old man? Oh. I need to refill my water bottle, but now is not the time. Let's see. Event after event progressed. Progressed? You mean they finished? They didn't progress? Like, progress implies... Like, the whole event is progressing, right? But the individual events start and finish. They do not progress, they are done. Event after event passed by until it was finally Nas's turn to take to the track. Naomi began to scream louder than I thought was possible out of the girl. What really sent me to chuckles were Nasser's parents. The parents are the noun, and they are plural, so they were. Actually, no. Because, yeah, no, it's referring to what, right? So it's singular. Or is what? Oh, God, I don't know. This is one of those goofy English moments where I don't know anymore. Because I technically was... Mr. Aaron let out a mighty roar of a yell. Just call it a mighty roar! Why do you have to call it a roar of a yell? Why are you so insecure? Mr. Aaron let out a mighty roar of support. Doesn't that sound 15 fucking times better than a mighty roar of a yell of support? You loser! You fucking weak-spined mimic! That only dwarfed, it was only dwarfed in volume and Mrs. Aaron sticking 2 fingers into her mouth and firing off the loudest whistle I've heard. Can't they just whistle normally? You know, because they're almost the birds. Not wanting to leave my friends hanging, I joined in. I started hitting my chest like Donkey Kong, going, just like a caveman should. He looked up to where we were and waved, and the four of us waved back. So another valuable lesson I learned today. NASA was fast. I never actually figured those trophies at school were not that I ever thought those trophies at school weren't legitimately, but seeing the young what do you call it? He's your age! Oh no, wait, he's younger, right? No, he's the younger brother. I think he skipped a class or something? He graduates in... I didn't even know, man. The timelines are weird. Blast off the starting block and almost glide across the ground as he ran. Well, seeing is believing, as they say. I absolutely took as many pictures as I could manage. Though tragically, the 400-meter finish, which NASA won, was a blurred mess when Naomi had jumped out of a seat and shook me in excitement right as I snapped the picture. I got a small chuckle out of NASA's parents, and Naomi was effused in her apology. And thankfully, there was no repeat when NASA took first place at the 800-meter dash. Damn. Seriously, the wings can only get in the way, right? Like, surely a more land-based, smaller species is better for this. Although I heard the long leg... I don't even know which one of those... Okay, so listen. We don't talk about the Aaron family blowtorch incident. Listen, what they do in the bedroom is their problem, but if your dad physically cannot get out of bed because he's been blowtorched to the knees, you need to start thinking about whatever your kink is practical or not. Once everything was said and done, the announcer thanked everyone for attending, and we began the agonizing process of shuffling our way back to crowd level. It was slow going, but inevitably we were back on terra firma. NASA was idly talking to King Rex until we managed to make it to the divider fence. Reed fired off his famed double-finger guns. I have no idea how he managed that in that suit. Before heading off, again, you already made that joke. If you're not, like, this doesn't even make sense within the grander context of things. Mr. Aaron watched him go, but quickly turned his attention back to his son when Mrs. Aaron and Naomi let out a cheer, being able to congratulate NASA in person. Once the trio gave their congrats, NASA was able to turn his attention to me. Hey, Inko, glad you could make it. Well, thanks for the invite. It was really cool to watch. Didn't know people could even go that fast. Well, thanks, man. NASA, dear, Inko also took pictures. Oh, yeah? NASA said. Looks like he was beginning to crash now from the heart. Yeah, he's no adrenaline. He's going to turn into a big old sloppy jalopy, as they say. Man. How about we eat somewhere so NASA can recharge? Mr. Aaron suggested cutting in. Everyone else agreed. Well, that's probably a good idea. I guess I'll see you Monday. Isn't English like weekdays are uppercase? Better than the cheese grater incident. Fair enough. Listen, right now I'm a little lanky and my throat's a little fucked up. I'm doing my best, okay? I just want to watch this video on a guy who's talking about how there's a memory card that needs batteries. It's just sometimes in life, you know, the things you want and the things you need are different things. Okay, I'm just gonna see if there's new comments because listen. Where are my responses? My throat's so fucked up, man. How did this happen? I don't know. I've not been screaming all that much. Not that this would happen. But hey, maybe I'm a little sick boy. A little sick weenie. Sick weenie. Segway. Linguini. Maybe it's all the teriyaki burger. No, Inko, you can come with us. That's fine, right? He turned his attention to his parents. His mom just smiled gently. Why does she have to smile gently? Why can't she just smile? His mom just smiled, looking content with the request, while his dad turned his head to consider me for a moment. Fine. Need a ride. Oh, no, it's fine. You guys go enjoy yourself. I just head home. It's a short walk. I said, waving off. Is it now? It looked like his frown deepened slightly. Was that really that odd? Well, you know, Suites 73? I tilted my head in the direction of the apartment suites. Wait, is this the suite life? On deck? Really? Mr. Aaron said, quirking an eyebrow with mild surprise. Yeah, my parents are architects, so we move around a lot. Suppose they've gotten a house more in the suburbs, you know, plans change. Ended up getting an apartment close to school. Mr. Aaron considered me again before blinking and turning away. All right, you be safe, kid. Mrs. Aaron looked back for another second, looking somewhat disappointed before catching up to her husband's side. You sure, man? Nasser asked, also looking a bit unhappy. Listen, it's fine. You guys go have fun. I wanted to get the pictures back up so I could send to you later anyway. Oh, you could also show them to Mr. Principal Spears. Why? Why? Because they're good pictures and go. And they'd look good added to the school paper or the yearbook. Oh, that's a good point, babe. Really? I didn't think they were bad pictures, but good enough for the yearbook? Don't they usually hire actual professional photographers for that kind of thing? Wouldn't there be one here? I guess I'll think about it. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. With that, they bid me farewell, and I went home. Eating with them would have been fun, but it also felt like I'd be intruding on the family affair. Nasser was my friend, but that hardly meant I could just barge into his home situation like that. Still, would have been fun. So, we all know that the real reason is that the author wants to get to the actual plot in Snook Game, like a fucking coward, instead of writing an actual fun scene where these characters have a moment together. Because that would require changing the plot too much. I'm just saying he's a big fat coward and he needs to put on his little diaper with how insecure his writing is and how everything just fucking falls apart. All I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Oh god, I'm dying. Oh, man, I need to sort my throat out. Ugh. How can I call a man a coward if my throat is dying? Do you know what it feels like? I should have put up the beer. Frick. Oh, good on me. Well, that took a little bit more time than I really wanted it to. So, I'm annoyed, man. My brain has just done like a neat little twist to the left and a twist to the right. We're 25% of the way done. Whoa. Sam, Ripley, don't be silly. He's way too fragile. I like men who can survive a bit of what the CIA calls interrogation methods. He's loaded. Honey, I think I'm ready for a barbecue. Oh, not a polycule. Oh, not at your age. Not at your age, Ripley. You're too old for that. So let's move on. I already wasted enough time. More days passed, as days are wont to do. And we were a few weeks from... Also, can I just point something out? Why wasn't Inko reminiscing on... Okay, listen. Music, please go away. So, Inko has like a bad relationship with his parents, right? Should there be like a moment of self-reflection about how Nasser's parents are like super fucking cool with him and like, hey, we're gonna take our son out for victory food? Shouldn't he be like, man, I don't want to be there because it makes me feel bad to see people have good parents? Or shouldn't he be like, man, I could have seen what real parents are like? None of that. We get none of that. Inko has no person. Listen. This is what people mean when they say the characters don't have a personality. It's like, this is a moment where Inko should have a specific, discrete, or, as I am often wont to say, hold on, let me just make sure I'm using this word, bespoke. He has a very bespoke background. His bespoke background would necessitate that any familial relationship at this moment in time be like, man, that's pretty cool. I wish I could have family like that. How, like, almost there, buddy. You missed. Hey, you missed, pal. Man, I just lost all desire to do this stuff. It's completely unrelated to the writing, actually. It's not one of those situations, but... We were a few weeks from when Trish had originally slated for the big debut show to happen. Well, I had been attending practices with them after school, and they were definitely improving. Having gotten comfortable with the new arrangement, I hadn't heard any progress on the venue front, which was beginning to become concerning. It wasn't exactly my place to nag them about it, but I was beginning to... Yes, that's what you just said. But even I was... What do you mean, even I? Oh my god, writer, please. Proofread your shit. And I wasn't even in the band. Maybe I bring it up during lunch. English came and went, and science arrived. I don't fucking care! Why are you giving us this detail? Fang was in class early. That's odd. I set up my usual position next to them and fired off a greeting, only to get a non-committal mumbling oh no, but she's trying to do... Listen, Inko, if your girlfriend is willing to give you mumble rap, like she's got a mumble rap for you, you know she's a keeper. They're a keeper. You should, like, you might as well be married at this point. Did something happen? Did I do something wrong? Fang looked a distance, simply staring at the table in front of them. Oh, we're friends, right? You alright? Fang's eyes shifted up from the table, and they turned to actually acknowledge me properly. Hey, when did you get here? Now things are getting a little weird. A minute ago? I even said hello, and you kind of responded. Seriously, Fang, are you okay? I'm just feeling a little odd today. I was wondering if maybe I could shoot up the school. Well, if you're going to do that, you should probably buy an AR-15. It's pretty effective, I've been told. What the fuck are you talking? I'm just trying to be supportive, Fang. If you want to commit a school shooting, I'm going to give you appropriate advice to make sure that it's a pleasurable experience for you. That's what friends do. The bumba. You will care about the band. As they did, their mouth curled into a small... That's not what a mouth does! And began to rub their right arm with their left. Who fucking cares? Which hand is doing what? Like, Fang's picking and shit has never been directional. It's been symmetrical. As far as we can tell. Little nothing about this screamed fine, but I couldn't exactly force them to talk to me either. Well, if you need anything, just let me know, alright? What is this fucking ending one Inko chat? And on chat, sorry. I said, before turning back to the front of the class. A nod. The hand of nod. When class ended, Fang did their usual subroutine of pulling out their phone, and the usual scrolling and typing replies. They stared at the screen. Oh yeah, Inko's never gonna get into her phone, is she? Upon reaching math class, Mr. Kaldusky had free period written up on the board. Everyone had been seated and the bell rang. He simply said, "Instructions are on the frickin' board." Then he vacated himself right in front of us. My god, that's a lot of shit for one human male. Whatever works, I guess. Got up and made my way over to my good old friend. Why are you calling them that? They're your friends. And took a seat which Reed had already set up for me. Thanks, Reed. Hey guys, did anyone of you get to talk to Fang today yet? Reed quirked an eyebrow. What, he didn't cock it? Goddamn, such innovations. While Trish leaned forward immediately. Is something wrong? I don't know. They just seemed really down during science class. I asked if anything was wrong, but didn't really get any kind of answer. I said, it wasn't just me. Well, they've been kind of down since band practice yesterday, but didn't say anything. So none of us know. That's just not ideal. She could just be feeling kind of off, guys. Even I've got those days. I'm not feeling the vibes. Yeah, but then you just take a whole pot of cough and you're back to normal. Yeah, man, cough rocks. I couldn't say I fully agreed, and a look at Trish indicated that she wasn't sold on that idea either. But we also had no evidence to the contrary. Well, we'll see how they're doing at lunch, then. Maybe everyone being together will help perk them up. See? All good under the hood. Well, if there isn't anything else we can do about it, we may as well try to get some of our homework done. Right on, T-Man. Trish and I pulled out our various worksheets. Or Reed just leaned forward and placed his jaw in his hand watching us. Are you done already with everything? Yeah, man. This stuff is like super easy, so I helped my friends with it. How smart was the guy? They could be that far ahead of the lesson plans. I swung by and it was time for lunch. So hopefully it was packed up quickly and made for the cafeteria. Interesting that they're all together. Penis the old eyebrows. Not this time. I'm sorry. This one's rated PG-13. Thanks that they already grabbed their food, Trish said, looking at a phone. Seeing on her phone made me realize I needed to use mine too. I'm not really a modern teen like this, ew. I fired off a text to Nas telling him that I was going to be eating with Fang and the others. I considered telling him about his sibling's poor mood, but decided against it. We didn't even know if anything was actually wrong, and it could worry him about nothing. Trish? What? Stupid question, but is there any food Fang likes? I've got the extra cash. I could grab it. Maybe help them out a little. I said, nodding my head at the bounty food display. And Trish looked at me. For a moment before smoke drew across the snout, she snorted a small laugh. Why can't she just snort? Why does it have to be a small laugh? Well, it couldn't hurt. She's already smirking, so let us interpret Trish a little bit. Couldn't hurt. Fang's favorite is the dino nuggies. Pointing at the small plates with the treats. What? Really? Those are for children! Given the other types of food this place had, that seemed almost banal. If you grab them, you gotta bet some barbecue sauce packets. Ketchup doesn't fly. She explained as she dished up her own plates. Shrugging, I grabbed one of the little plates with the nuggies and grabbed 2 of the sauce cups. I went ahead and grabbed gourmet sandwich bites I had a while back again. That's expensive, but Fang did like those ones too. If they wanted some of them, they could have it. As expected, we found Fang idling in their usual spot on stage. We greeted upon entering the door, and Fang waved and gave a short-lived smile before turning back to picking at their food. I don't think Fang even took a single bite. I looked at Trish, got a quick nod, grabbed a seat, pulled over to Fang, who just gave me a side-eye. I was breaking the usual arrangements. Trish and Reed still took their usual seats, though. Hey, you were looking down, so I figured, I don't know, you could use a pick-me-up, I guess? That's fine when Inko's a little baby about it, because, he's a little bit big baby man. Forgot about the barbecue sauce. I'm sorry, Fang. This is gonna work out! Sorry, Fang. I only use mayo and ketchup. I cannot tolerate barbecue sauce. He's like, why? I went to Europe and they showed me that barbecue sauce is inferior to Worcestershire and mayo and ketchup. I simply cannot tolerate your heathenism. God damn it. I could totally see Inko saying something weird like that, actually. Inko, no! I lost my steam, realizing how weird it was to buy someone food unprompted. Man, I'm bad at the socializing thing. Still, I held over my tray to present the finest diet unagis the school had to offer, as well as my sandwich bites. Fang looked at the offerings and snorted a small chuckle, which gave me hope for a moment. I grabbed the plate of nuggies and the sauce, leaving the sandwich bits behind. By the time the food made it to Fang's tray, the smile was gone. Damn. You bought your girlfriend a snack. How pedestrian, juvenile. Come on, Fang. It's high time we experience caviar stuffed with endangered animals. You have to kill the goose by force-feeding it to get foie gras, Fang. Do you have any idea how much that goose suffered? It's delicious. You can taste the amount of hell you're going to go to. You can taste St. Peter wringing your neck out for it. It's so delicious. Oh my God, I can't even have meat unless it's cut from the still living bone of an African child. Fang, I need to eat something that suffers. You were right there, man? No, I don't know. I think I talked to Satan too much. You know what they say, every billionaire's got a little Satan in him. I think they might be speaking the truth, because he eats at our house like every other weekend. Is that how my parents became rich? Don't worry about it, don't worry. Fang looked over at the officer. Damn. I shot another look at Trish, who noted that Fang sort of left the nine nuggies untouched. The look of concern only grew. A large alien silence after that. Fang continued to pick away at the food without making any actual progress. Whatever bothering you was pretty bad. And done. Done with what? The projector, man. Have you not seen me working on it during lunch? He slightly chastised me. That's not really chastising. He's just kind of like, hey, man. I mean, I started messing with it. I just didn't know why. Well, it was broken. I didn't want it broken. Not that big of a deal. Now we get it fixed up. We can watch what we want. Movies, shows, pornos, all that. His smile widened at the last suggestion. Trish grunted. We are not watching porn at school. Now, I think we all know the correct answer is we are watching porn at school, and we are going to get comfortable with a lot of stuff very quickly. Listen, all I'm saying, all right, is once we get past the first few hurdles, right, we can make this work. We just got to climb a few Mount Kilimanjaros. Come on, who's with me? It's like Reed and Inko on one side. And Fag and Trish on the other. It's like, oh, come on, don't you want to be sexually liberated? Inko, no! Why are you such a nerd? Oh, I'm dying here. Maybe it's actually my stomach making me nauseous. Fuck. I'm angry for some reason, too. I don't know what I am. I don't know what my actual mood is at right now. God, I am angry. Gaze into the cold dead eyes of Jay's Bezos one too many times, yeah. All he like Inko can't enjoy his meal. He needs an aborted fetus, snap the neck, suck out the bone marrow, the spinal fluids, and the blood. That is the only thing he wants to eat. It's fucking delicious. You fucking peasants have never had an unborn fetus. How do you even know what cuisine is? Do you know how you serve an unborn fetus? There's an art to presenting the corpse of a human stolen from its mother. You can taste the screaming as she demands her child back. It's so good! Fuck! Oh, man. All I'm saying is, like, you're missing out. You're missing out. Goddamn. See, the big problem, right, is that if Ophinia was here, if Ophinia ever does a Goodbye Volcano High or no, she would be like, yeah, we're watching porno at school. Because no matter what background we're going with, Ophinia as a person and Ophinia as the culture that she would come from are both like, yeah, man, sex is not a fucking thing you worry about. Society is way more upset about other things. Or as one might say, it's not as embarrassing to have a doctor show up and like, why is your dick stuck in a vice? Ugh. For humans, that's embarrassing. For Shalonians, it's not. It's like, yeah, should have seen that one coming. Would you call a doctor for that? Or like the guy who owns the vice? I don't know. I don't even know. God, I'm just so angry right now. I don't even know why I'm pissed off. I think it's just a whole bunch of stress getting misdirected. Okay. So what do you guys want to watch then? A number of movie choices popped to my mind. I had a pretty good library of the classics I'd like to revisit, but I didn't have any of them on me today. Trish raised her hand and jumped up and down while thinking, oh, how about the Count of Monte Cristo? Oh wait, isn't this where Anon originally got found out by the rest of the band? Because isn't the Count of Monte Cristo right? Hold up. Different chapter? Oh yeah, this was chapter 5. We're getting our chapters a little jumbled up. Oh no, he was like, oh yeah, I love the VA work. Because he saw. Oh my god, fucking Anon, you goddamn nerd. Oh, I know that one. The accent, that one are pretty great. Yeah, they were. Did you ever watch the musical version? Oh my god, did you? I loved it. Me and Fang would sing some of the songs together. Remember that, Fang? Mm-hmm. The bell rang, signaling the end of lunch. We got to leave. I held back alongside Trish while we watched Fang toss all the food into the garbage before walking out of the auditorium. What the hell is happening? You ever seen him like this before? No, I've been friends with Fang for 10 years and haven't seen this upset before. I swear if it's their family or something. Look, I got music next. I'll try and talk to them again. Maybe some music-related stuff will get them more willing to share. Not like I've got a better idea. Just be delicate, alright? Whatever's got them this bad, it's gotta be big deal. Understood. I waved goodbye to Trish and Reed, and as they went their separate ways and turned towards the hall. Fang was already gone. I'm doing alright. And Fang wasn't in music class with me when I got there. It just had me more concerned. Oh, we're doing this one. We're doing this one? We're doing this one? I guess we're doing this one. Wait. Hold the fucking phone. I think I'm angry. Call both and Sue gets confused. I think I'm angry because I can't find the words, but I want to say something. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I think we're doing the rooftop scene. I need to use the bathroom. Obviously, Fang was... Oh, my good sir, why do you call her biological female? The proper term is AFAB. Although in some people's cases, they're not... I think it was like it's coercively assigned, like KFAB. Whatever. I'm talking about history I don't know much about. This shit apparently happened in the 90s, man. These terms are older than you think. It's just, you know, fringe stuff tends not to... But they were non-binary. So how would that work? How does that work? If non-specified family bathrooms with the front of the school. Oh god, it's Stella. Yeah, remember that Anon was like, oh, she's a little bedwetter or something. That was so fucking rude of him. Suited him, though, because he's not that far in his character progression by that point. So, could be the female bathrooms, so for some reason I thought... I mean, the big problem with the female bathrooms is you couldn't get in. Like, how are you going to get to the stalls, man? Cradling it like a newborn roast. Anyway, the rooftop. You know, I think the problem is that I feel kind of stuck. Because I want to say things, I want to do things, but I don't want to. I'm in between as what's known as a rock and a hard place in a social situation. That sucks. It's like chafing your cheeks. Anyway, the roof, listening to music or something. Reaching the rooftop access, didn't they push the door open? What's with the guitar? Pretty sure it's a fully functional one too. Oh no, this is the other one. Is it? I always get these fucking things mixed up, man. In fact, we're surrounded by feathers. Oh no, it's blood! Blee! I am the vampire! Blee! And all that fun stuff. Fang seems to have ripped out. Preening my feathers. You ever feel like you don't matter? I feel like no matter what. Oh, are we doing the whole fucking Inko isn't gonna say shit? Like, I understand that that made sense in the original story because half of it was like Anon is a little asshole who thinks he knows best. Like, there's an argument to be made that it would be the correct answer for everyone, but I don't think it is. I think for Anon it works because Anon's just a little asshole who doesn't really know what's going on. He doesn't have the social skills. He always thinks he knows best. He's so like I'm a big brain boy. I'm better. I'm not a weed. But he also says that he is. So like I don't know. He doesn't have the best things to say. I mean, Inko isn't mature enough to have anything good to say either. So I wouldn't trust that guy with any proper advice. It's about to jump off a fucking cliff. I thought we were gonna look for a fucking venue, but it turns out we're doing chapter 5. Hope we're not looking for a venue after this, because that would just be fucking weird. We're jumbling up of chapters. But hey, whatever, man. It feels kind of weird. Like, the further you get into something like this, right? The further you get in, the more repeating things verbatim gets weird, because it's like, okay, but these, like, at some point, right? These events happened because of these events, which happened because of these events. Those events didn't happen because this character made that decision. So not only didn't that not happen, something else happened instead. Why are we keeping these connection points if nothing connects them? Right? I mean, the reason Inko wouldn't say anything is because Inko's used to watching people do rant videos on YouTube. Stress does suck the fun out of everything. See, it's not so hard to understand the nuances of life. It's the sad part is that shit sometimes it's just that simple. It's the root causes that are more complicated. I find it very interesting. Even crippled, he just breezes through life, which is interesting because that's kind of the opposite of. Well, actually, that's kind of the same mentality for Olivia, although this even crippled gets kind of inverted to some extent. Olivia still gets a real fucking easy in E4 though. Oh shit! No, 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 no. Originally, he doesn't talk here. This isn't even an interruption point for Anon. What is this doing? What the fuck is snot value? This is where Fang goes into the wing story. Oh, we're just doing this, but Inko gets to talk? Really? We're just gonna do this one slightly rewritten, but Inko is just whatever, man. You're being a little coward. Come on, write something new, write something fresh. Blah blah blah. We all know this one. But every time I look at you, I see myself. I'm so proud of you. You will make me what I am, a better man. Alexa, play the cockatoo from Payday 3. Can I? Be gone, foul doggo. Actually, let me think. What? Hmm. If I were to take my characters, how would they handle this, right? Like you're on the rooftop. Hmm. Sorry, I'm a little angry. I'm a little fucking mad. I'm a little shaky here. Holy shit, people are complaining. Okay, apparently Terraria and Power World are doing like a crossover thing. Some guys like Power World is vapid. Some of my friends were really into it. I'm surprised people are still paying attention to Power World. Moved on to a different game. I assume they finished it. Some people kind of like Terraria due to the free updates and entry fee. Power World is such a forced meme ATP at this point. Oh, neat. Now I know that. I thought that stood for like the chemical inside your body. I don't know what it's. I think it's adreno triphosphate. Listen, you don't ask Sapphire. Oh, I'm wrong. It's adenosine triphosphate, and it turns into adenosine diphosphate. Duh, I'm so fucking stupid. Fuck. God damn it. How can you trust me if I can't even get this right? Listen, man, I'm just saying, man. Like, come on, man. Like, if I can't even get adenosine triphosphate and adenosine diphosphate, like, come on, what am I doing? This is important stuff. It's the energy for the cell. Foundational biological knowledge. Come on, Safi. Uh, oh, I think all like I could never play all the battle networks in a row, especially since half of them radiate and the other. I want to see these people complain about Pal World, but they didn't. Relogic making the fifth final update for Terraria. That makes the last update look like an early act. Yeah, guy's fucking weird, man. Anon is more or less the perfect person to tell Fang that her life doesn't need you to be anything, and it goes exactly the kind of person to tell the opposite. You know what, Aaron Nolan Bennett? You want to know what, Mr. N? You want to know what? Fuck it. Man, God, mm. Listen, I need, listen, hold up. I know the meme. Hold up. Listen, I need you to understand. Oh, how do I get my hands on this fucking meme? No, not that one. What the fuck are you talking about? Hold up. Listen. I don't want you showing up in my goddamn house, right? I try to live my fucking life. And you show up in my house. You show up in my house and you drop this bombshell on me. I need a moment. I need a fucking moment, okay? Oh, I need a moment. I need to take a drink. Oh. Okay. So, hold up. So let me explain this. You are so fucking right. You are so fucking right. Because Anon is like he's a 4chaner that's given up on life. So he's gonna tell you shit doesn't matter. Inko grew up on Reddit and shit. And as much as I think that he would be a good boy, I think he'd also spit that useless tripe This is like that tripe has a time. There is a time and a place to tell someone your feelings are valid, you're important, you matter, blah blah blah. There's a time for that. Now is not that time because the opposite is the problem. So you can't. He would tell her like, "Oh, your feelings are valid, you matter, blah 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 blah," and that's like not what Fang needs to hear. Fang needs to hear that like the worldview they've constructed for themselves isn't valid. It's not valid. It's not helping you. Get rid of it. Throw it out the window. Oh my god! I can't believe you were. You show up in my house and you dare be righter than I am. The rightingest man on the wrongest side of the street. Goddamn. I can't believe you would do this to me. I can't believe you would fucking throw my head in like this. Anyway, so what will my characters do? Okay, listen, we're gonna pull out some of my classics. I've used these guys a bunch. What makes the most sense here? I guess the most sense would be Trico, and there's Octave because Octave just likes to butt into things. Octave would just tell Fang to shut the hell up and stop trying to create a rationalized worldview for themselves. Because Octave is an old enough man that he just knows what Fang's actually doing and just smack her on the head. And Fang be like, "Hey, you can't hit a student." He's like, "I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care, Fang. Get out of that silly little head of yours and realize." And he would just point out to the sunset in the distance and be like, "Look at that. Do you think any part between here and there gives a shit about what you have to say about yourself?" And he doesn't care if it works or not, because that's the truth. And if you don't want to listen to the truth, he doesn't give a shit. Although, admittedly, I think Octave is like, I always keep writing him as like a very good teacher guy. You know, he's kind of the Attica levels of, I'm not leaving someone behind. But he would definitely smack Fang upside the head and probably like tear like a pluck of feathers out and be like, "What is this doing for you anyway?" You know, very tough love kind of guy, partially because he wants Fang to associate the stuff with the wrong thing so that they can't do it. Rough stuff, but like, come on, man, they're already bleeding on the floor. Man's got his priorities in place, and apparently this is what he's going to go with. I think someone like Ophinia would just like tell Fang that they're like, "God damn it, man, why are you such a fucking emo bitch?" Come on, man. Like, you got parents that are willing to tolerate this bullshit. You got a brother that's willing to eat all this shit. And you're just sitting on this rooftop feeling sorry for yourself? Huh? That's all you can do? It's like, oh, you put all this focus on this band of yours, and you never focus on enjoying what you have, you know. I would write it out better, but, you know, you're putting me on the spot here. You're putting me on the spot. God. What would the director say? The director would probably be like, "Oh, that's pretty fucking cool. Here's a gun. How about you go shit at the screen?" Make things a little more excited. Fang don't need a Labrador. She needs an old pit bull named General. She needs someone that reminds... Fang needs someone to remind them that, like, for everything that's constructed around them, it's artificial and can be changed. You are ultimately the one in charge of your own life, and if all you're going to do is blame outside factors you have no control over, yeah, you're going to get fucked up. You know, you'd probably say, like, "Listen, Fang, I had a lot of friends that I really liked, and they fucking died at the worst possible time. You know what I did? I mourned them, and I moved the fuck on, because I couldn't change shit. You want to know what growing up is like, Fang? At some point you realize bad shit's going to happen, and you have no control over it. You need to learn to let go. You need to learn that the one power you will always have is to say, that sucks, and I hate it, but I'm not going to let it get to me. I got to move on. I got to be strong. I got to keep going." Admittedly, that kind of stoicism isn't for everyone, which is where he would fall short. Let us not pretend that Mr. Octave is a perfect solution. He's still an old man with a particular worldview built into his brain. Especially, you know... I think Trico would probably be like Inko, but worse. This very coddly, like, "Oh man, things are great. Pat-pats, here, lots of pat-pats. Right to the face." Unfortunately, we're not dealing with actual Inko. So while his actual Inko would fuck this shit up, he's not gonna. And it hates me. My room was too fucking warm, too. God, this is like the perfect moment where Octave would say, like, "You're fucking 18, kid. You haven't even paid your first rent. Not only do you have your life ahead of you, you have a whole life in which you can decide what to do with yourself." Again, smack him upside the head. Although, admittedly, if I was going to use Octave in the setting, I'd probably also include Trico, so he'd be like, "Stop fucking making my boy sad." My boy feels sad because of you. Stop it. Ugh. He's going to mob Psycho 100 and break my he's gonna ruin my jigsaw puzzle. I've almost finished solving it. Oh. The world is ending. Everything gets sucked into the endless void of Yakshatoth. And he's like, my jigsaw! Look, grabby hands towards the puzzle. Hello, Mo. Yeah, good at it, even then. What the hell's the boy said? No, it makes my boy sad. Well, so this isn't Inca. Where's my soft boy with a gooey center? Where's my marshmallow? Where's my marshmallow man? Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Since when are you... But that is the truth. I said, oh, God, this is like, good job, you fucking nerd. I'm good at music. I mean, music's gonna traumatize you, Fang, but you still love music, right? You're still a little music girl. Your fancy sunglasses, you get photography thing, hell, you can even play piano. I think Fang should point out, like, you don't have to actually try. You're too rich for that. Listen, all right? Listen, okay? Fang and Trish are almost definitely smoking that Karl Marxist tobacco. Okay? I just shit myself? What a weird translation. But, like... Not that I agree or disagree with the statement, but, like, Fag should totally be like, you're a rich kid, that makes you a worse person because you are rich. And because I'm an idiot teenager who doesn't actually understand the nuances of dialectic materialism. Like a fool, like an absolute clown! God damn it. Fucking Fang doesn't even understand the geographical conditions change everything. Come to the scene, day one. I mean, there's a good argument to be made for, like compared to Anon, who has nothing, Inko does kind of get everything for free, right? He gets friends, his family is, I mean, they're not there, but they're not bad parents, whereas Anon's parents are definitely trying their best, but, like, Inko gets a lot for free, all things considered. Like, sure, his parents aren't there, but, like, he doesn't, like, much of the story is, he doesn't even really want his parents. Like, his parents don't show up in Wani in a way where it feels like his relation to his parents needs any fixing. Like, it doesn't need anything. Which creates this context where, like, Inko technically gets everything he wants. And then some. Which is, again, why his ending one, turning into an absolute monster, is all the worse for it. I have no idea what I'm doing, Fang. Yeah, I want to be pro photography. Oh my god, he's bringing up the fucking St. Hammond thing again. Shut up! Hold up. No, I know the perfect one. Where's the see if I can find that quote. No, there's just too many. Oh, is this the one? Is this the one I'm thinking of?
Shut up.
No, that's the wrong. No, I'm looking for the MSTK one where they sing "Shut up." Oh, whatever. I'll never find it out. Never find the quote. I can't just look at all these clips here. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, and that's why I can't find it. It's always possible. It's always possible. Where were we? So, like, can I? So, like, are we really doing the idea of, like, I can't be a photographer? My parents are rich and can pay for any college I want, but I can't be a photographer because I didn't go to a fucking high school. Holy shit, Inko, you loser! This is not comparable. Fang's identity and the one thing they know they're good at are being mocked. You picked up photography because you fucking nerd. Oh my god. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Inko, you. This is not comparable. If Fang has any brain in their body, they'd go like, Inko, you motherfucker. How does this possibly compare? My parents don't even consider me a person. Oh, goddamn. Oh, listen, Inko, you don't have a fucking cutie mark. What are you talking about, my supposed talents? There are millions of people without any talents who make it through life. Listen, I might not be talented at woodworking and shit, but I can still help out a guy fix some garbo. Inko about to get thrown off a roof. That is the only ending I consider canon. My god, Inko, you're in fucking high school and your parents can get you whatever the fuck you need to make it through life. You are not the same! Stop! Wouldn't that be a better way to connect? Like for all the benefits I have in life, Fang, I don't have what I need to fix you, to help you. Like for everything, Fang. I have good parents. I have friends now. I'm doing decently in class. But none of that matters. I can't help you. Isn't that a way better story to tell? Like when I needed my skills the most, they fail me. Instead of this fucking sob story about how he couldn't go to one fucking high school for 1 year. It's 1 year at one high school. Why do you care so much? Were you expecting that shit to fix you? Goddamn. Oh my god. Ugh. I need a hot minute. I need a hot minute. I'm gonna read a comic, get my head straight. I'm mad. So, like, first off, I read a little nice thing, and I looked at the roof, and I just let things wash over me. So, man, I kind of feel like Fang at this moment, you know? In that it feels like lately I've been pulling my own teeth to get anywhere, to get anything done. Everything has been understanding smiles and putting everyone else before me. And I just am so mad. But I can't say anything, because that would ruin the mood. Like, at least Fang has the luxury of being able to just express themselves whenever they so desire, instead of having to bottle it all up for someone else's convenience. But I guess Fang is kind of bottling it up. Themselves, that is. Fuck. Ah. Like, every time I wanted to get anything taken care of lately, I wanted to escape this fucking stupid pisshole I find myself in, I've had to pull my own teeth to get it done. Bootstraps and all. It's just so annoying. I gotta watch everyone else's emotions, fix up their bullshit. Alright, let's go. Where were we last time? It was Inko being like, I'm a hedge fund baby thing! I have my whole life ahead of me, but I'm so sad. I know that your parents and family don't acknowledge what you want to be, and everyone keeps misgendering you, and you know your brother is intimidating you with his goodness. But you know, I'm sad, Fang. I didn't figure myself out in high school. I mean, Fang, you practically get abused by your dad at home, but I don't know what I want to do, Fang. I'm so sad. Jesus Christ, Inko. Uh, man needs his what's it called again? His fucking God. What was it called again? I gave it a name and everything. He needs his God, Safi. Think for 5 seconds, okay? Calm down. Let the thoughts come. What I wanted to say. What I wanted to say. I forgot. I forgot where my sentence was even going. Good job, Safi. You fucking goddamn idiot. Can't do anything right. Just a big, big fat mess of constant mistakes. It's like, you know, would it kill you to just do it right for once, you know? Would it actually fucking kill you, Safi? Maybe it would. Maybe it would. Oh well. Alright. Goddamn. Anyway, Anko's crying. I didn't figure myself out in high school. Jesus Christ, Anko! It's so fucking lame. Goddamn. Well, like I said, I just kind of fell into it. It makes me so happy, but I'm still so sad. I got what I wanted, but I'm still so sad because I couldn't get everything. I wanted everything. Thing. I'm so used to getting everything. You're not even popular, man. You have like a decently sized friendship. You're not popular. You'll just be gone. Shouldn't someone like you... It's such a weird perspective for him to have. Because, like, his whole life is people vanishing, right? You've done this road trip before. Shouldn't you be looking forward to college then? Like, man, in college, I'll be talking to the same people for several years in a fucking row. Man, that sounds like a great time. Like, this was always going to happen, Inko. It's the last... Oh my god! But Fang, I threw money at the problem and it didn't go away. I have nothing left except all my money. And he says that, and behind him is like a mountain of like millions of dollars. All I have is my friend Benjamin, and 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 Benjamin. I only have a few 100,000 Benjamins in France right now, Fang. How many whores can I buy with that? I don't even know. I could probably get an expensive one every day for the rest of my life. I could probably buy a Russian wife with that. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm probably set to go. And he just fucking leaves and gets himself that Russian girlfriend he always wanted. And then they meet up later. He's like, Fang, look, she'll even wear the fursuit. The what suit? Well, I found out that rich people are... Well, I mean, I kind of got into IT, and apparently if you're an IT guy, you gotta have a fursuit, I've been told. But it was a little too sweaty for me to wear, but turns out dinosaurs can handle fursuits really well, so... You know, I figured I'd do what I'm supposed to do for my occupation, and have her take care of all the sweaty stuff. Fang's eye would twitch up a storm. My parents won't even disown me when I killed my grandmother. Inko summons Ben saying his name 3 times. Like, Ben keeps popping as he picks up all the dollar bills. Like, and Benjamin, and Benjamin, and Benjamin, Inko, and Benjamin, and Benjamin, and Benjamin, Inko, please stop, and Benjamin, and Benjamin, and Benjamin, Inko, please stop. I'm getting dizzy. Bad Ben. Oh, fuck, man. Fascism leads to Mount Rushmore in Civilization 4. Is that true? What a weird thing to do. Summons a group of 4. It turns out that half the population of Vocaldera Bluffs has been replaced by Benjamin McKnight. How'd this happen? This is why you don't let rich kids have all the money. Let's see. Inko, you fool, you created a paradox again! I mean, it's weird that it happened twice. I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot. But it's weird that it happened twice. No, it's just gotta be more high-pitched. You gotta have more of that back throat screeching for this to work. You know. Like at times, you just constantly lose track of your voice. But in a controlled way. I don't know, how could this happen to me? I made my mistake. Even in college, you hear people spending a whole year trying stuff out to figure out what they want to do. So you sure, we're a bit late at the start of it, but I can help you to figure out what we're supposed to be doing. Oh my god, I'm losing my god. Listen, I'm gonna. I'm kind of losing my mind at how poorly written this is. Like, he doesn't seem to fully understand. Losing out. Stop talking about St. Hammond! Like, St. Hammond, like, from a character perspective, Inko trying to find an easy solution to the problem of who he is. That's all it is. You don't have to invoke it the whole time. That's like beating me on the head with your fucking metaphor. Stop. We get it. Also, Can I just say I fucking hate it that Inko is solving his own fucking problem? Stop! Let your girlfriend solve your fucking problems for once! Of course, this guy has a fucking water bottle with him. I bet you it's like he buys mineral water too, like a fucking nerd. But Safi. Hey! Hey! If you're gonna say Safi, it's Saffy. At least that's how most people spell it. Actually, that works fine too. Safi. Inko is he is a man! And therefore cannot be vulnerable or emotionally available in any way. No. Women are emotional and they're emotionally intelligent, but they can't solve a man's problems, even if that problem is emotions. I love that logic. It's so dumb. It's so desperate to try and avoid the fact that maybe you might have some fucking issues. My problem is more that, like, this isn't a problem that Inko could solve, because Inko is so far disconnected from what Fang is that the best he can really do is to support Fang and hope that Fang figures it out. Just be like, Fang, shut up and just think. I can't help you. I'm not a philosophy major. Foy. It's like Benoy. It's already got blood on it. No, your good jacket. Now you look like a serial killer wearing it. Like 4 more of them. Man, this guy bought his fucking expensive designer jacket in bulk. That is not something Inko does. Inko would not joke about his fucking jacket. He'd just be sad about it. Oh man, my jacket. I could see him being a bit coy about it, but not grinning. Oh, he has spare sunglasses. Those haven't come up, have they? Usually better at sliding under the... Oh, we're doing the wing story anyway? Hold up. No. No, 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 no. If you're saying the Duke Nukem theme, we're turning on fucking Grab Bag. We're turning on Grab Bag. We're putting on the version I like, because I like Manhattan Project, okay? I also like the instrumentation a bit better. Also, probably nostalgia. Who fucking knows, man? I don't know. I just feel like the one in Duke 3D is a bit limp in comparison. Da da da! We're playing Duke Nukem theme so much everyone's ears explode. Yeah. Ba 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 ba. Man, that drum. Oh! Da, 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 da. And then, like, this part picks up again. But then, in the normal one, it's just like, I get it, right? The music wasn't as good as the time, but come on! It sounds like it's in a big, echoey room. Like, get in a fucking place with some good acoustics, Guitarman. I mean, it's got a certain flow to it, I guess. Where is it? What the fuck? Oh yeah, because so did you know that the guy who voices Big the Cat in Sonic is like the same guy? It's John St. John who voices this guy. Oh my god. So someone commented, "Damn, these robot bastards are gonna pay for stealing my." Because that's what he does in Adventure. Oh. Man, I never knew this song fucking breaks it down. Hold up, hold up. I never knew the song had a second part. They've been on the menu that long. There's a Megadeth version too? It's time to kick ass and fish with Froggy, but I'm all out of Froggy. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Damn! Man. To be honest, yes, at any moment Big the Cat could go, "I'm gonna rip off your head and shit down your neck." He has that power. Duke Nukem might be a bad game, but oh, Duke Nukem Forever has a good theme song. We're gonna look that one up then. Soundtrack, the theme song. Let's have a listen. You have the fucking flag in the background too. Say what you want. I can feel my ego bar growing. The most American fictional character to ever American. It's time to kill my franchise! That's one doing Space Marine. Okay, this is a pretty good version, actually. I like this. Cool, they had the guitar stick on that one. Come on, pick it up, song. I want to hear the good part. Fucking blow my socks off already, will ya? Ooh, getting better. Ooh, I love how they're breaking it. Little cuts. I really like those cymbals sing, huh? Neat. Man. Still got a third to go. Come on, really? We're gonna go for this? Like I get... Just not what I want for my big bombastic songs as we go into the guitar solo. Come on! Uh, 1 minute left to blow my socks off. I think I wanted the background over there. Yeah. It's not bad, but I don't know. If you don't play Duke Nukem, you like men. But if you play Duke Nukem, you also like men. The truth is you like men. It's an unfortunate consequence. What we're doing again? Oh, we're doing the fucking Wing story. Interesting, by the way, the big sister instead of big sibling. As someone who's also almost drowned in the ocean twice. The sea has come for me, and a third time they'll finish the job. Yar. Yeehaw. And the reason his wing's a fucking mess. Well, because his wing is vestigial. Like, you can't fly with it. Why would he fucking care? This frenzy was new scary, but I have to say something. You've said enough. You dookie unuki. You get the nuke, you get the duke. It was big sister. Oh my god, are we fucking referencing the ending one, really? Oh, the wings can glide. I have a sufficient amount of gum for the situation. Oh, fair enough. It pays to be prepared. It helps to have a map. Oh yeah, because you don't need to set up ending one. We can just keep the fucking rooftop door in place. I knew I could sense someone ditching class. Esther season. That's a terrible excuse, Fang! Man, I'm surprised there's still fucking minutes left to your class, buddy. Man, this chapter's just fucking going on. Inko would have gotten lost looking for the toilet. I mean, it's a rude thing to say about a man who just wants his girlfriend to not die from death. You know, I died to death once. It's just how it goes sometimes. Ba 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 ba. What are we doing with our time? Oh no, the gang was worried. Mr. Spears, I'm still confused about Esther's season. Do they only want to do the thing 1 month out of the year, or no questions about Esther's season? Duke's kinda dead. The Duke 2003 team trying to restore the E3 version. Oh man. Why is no one working on Zero Hour? Come on! I remember playing that and getting scared of the Zombarinos. I literally got so spooked I stopped playing because I was a little scared cat. Oh no, these zombies in this N64 game are too scary for little baby me. Oh! Does that game have a double barrel shotgun? Does it fuck? Because if it does, I'm practically obligated to figure out a way to play it. He knows a little bit of the peyote. Yeah, I died. It was annoying. God sent me back for some grand mission. He just wanted me to remind someone to turn his oven off before his pizza burned. It's really weird. Anyway, guys, I gotta skip class. I gotta tell him right now. There's not a lot of wiggle rooms. Sorry. First stanza of Jonestown special. Oh shit! No! Oh no! Can't believe Inco's gonna fucking die! Inco, no! He took a big swig! It tastes kinda nasty, dude! How does you What's your problem? I can't find ice. Sit down. My arms and legs are feeling weirdly heavy. I really need to sit down. Fortunately, the floor looked like it was coming towards me. Oh, I hit the stage. Don't say that. Just say I hit the stage. It's way funnier that way. Again, the comedy gets diluted by too many words. Punch. It's a punchline. Oh no. I drank the marijuana. Well, if it was marijuana, you'd probably be fine, actually. What's going on? I feel really flattened out. Reed, what the fuck? Shit. I had some garf this morning. I finished it off, and it was drinking water since. You fucking spiked Inko? Come on, come here. Reed ignored a question, rolling me onto my back. Why is Inko capable of describing his environment? Is Inko can hang out with Snoop Dogg? Could have just at thunk. Yeah! Like fucking... Like, this is what happens when you use too many words. It might seem like small choices, but they have big consequences for your flow. Rhyming, meters, don't work like that. Hey, Reed. We gotta call 911 and get Reed thrown in jail for poisoning someone. It's a light dose, highly diluted. Well, what the hell's that mean, Reed? He's a pretty big guy. Given he's extremely fat, like the chubbiest man I've ever seen, and the dilution, he'll be alright. He's gonna crash. We need to get to some place he could sleep it off. Rome would be good. No one's there anyway. I wouldn't want to get Reed in trouble. It was an accident. He's a good guy. Listen, if this was him like spacing out, that'd be way funnier. I have to tell him to stop doing the thing with the water or the watch later, though. Man, I was feeling really tired. Then crouched down next to me and shoved a hand down my pants. Oh, that's my pingus. Got it, Inka. What's your password? Your screen's locked. Just grab my jaw so I could focus on them. Alright, I left the password. Took a few tries. I wasn't sure if it was because Fang's hand was shaking or because I was having so much trouble saying it. Let's keep it awake. That was the best at the time. I wish you have a speedrun technique and else this video about Banjo Kazooie Kart. Banjo Kart? Kartro Kazooie? Man, that was horribly boring. I fell asleep at the computer then too. Should be able to find home on Google Maps. Well, I'm glad they're figuring out my phone because I could really use a nap right now. Good day, you guys. Inko, come on, buddy. Don't clock on us yet. Oh, these guys. When I finish my rap, I have to talk to Reed about... I cut the recording there so it's funnier for the people watching. You know, like a fucking joke with some punchline. A little bit of snap, a little bit of pursuit, not me fucking explaining shit. Oh shit, you're not supposed to see the comments. Those are illegal for people in the stream to watch.